Normally, I would do a review over the last UFC, which would be UFC 152, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. Everybody who normally watches my videos pretty much watches the UFCs, so I really want to kind of go over what happened with the Jon Jones Vitor Belfort fight. Who do I think Jon Jones is going to fight next? And let's first go with what happened in UFC 152. Well, as you know, it was Vitor Belfort versus Jon Jones, 5-round fight, light heavyweight championship on the line. No need to go with the backstory, but Vitor Belfort stepped up and fought Jon Jones, and nobody really gave him a chance. I really didn't give him too much of a chance to win, other than a puncher's chance. I really didn't think he was going to put up the fight that he did. On Saturday. He really put up a good fight, and the big thing that happened here was Vitor put Jon Jones in an armbar and caught him in the armbar, and it happened really fast. It was a really good switch of the hips, really fast hips Vitor had, and he is a black belt under, I think, Carlos Gracie, but his hips were just super fast in the way he caught him in that armbar, and he put the armbar on and extended it until he heard it pop, and then when he heard it pop, he relieved some of the pressure off of the armbar, which in turn gave Jon Jones a chance to actually get out the armbar. Now, he let go of the pressure because he felt it was no need to do any more damage. He didn't want to snap the arm. He just wanted to he just wanted him to tap. He didn't think he was going to let him take it that far. But, he unknown to Vitor, Jon Jones weathered the storm and pulled his arm out and continued to try to do somewhat of a ground and pound and laid in his guard. But that's the reason why Vitor could easily get Jon Jones in the guard, because of his arm was pretty tore up. He said it was numb, and it just looks like it just hyperextended. But when the end of the fight came and Jon Jones caught Vitor in a Kimura, as you see if you watch the fight, there was no pullback of pressure, and he was going to rip that arm off. He pulled it down like you're supposed to, pulled it down to the ribs, and then pulled up. And he pulled up with a vengeance to make him tap immediately. He didn't slowly put it on. He put it on instantaneous once he got the elbow to the rib. But, it's just, it really just puts a chink in Jon Jones's armor. I mean, everyone knows everybody is human. He's just a man, but it really does show that you can, that you can catch Jon Jones off guard. You can go in a huge underdog and still have a chance to win. And it's got to put Jon Jones in a situation to where he says, man, now people can see that this and this can happen. And so now he has to really freshen up on his jiu-jitsu. Do I really see him going against any jiu-jitsu masters coming up anytime soon? No, he's going to probably go against a lot of wrestlers, a lot of stand-up artist guys. I don't really see anybody come in there with very, very tight jiu-jitsu skills and doing, finishing the job as far as, submissions go, or catching Jon Jones' submissions. Even though his long limbs do put him at a high risk for submissions, it actually makes it even better because he has such long limbs. But who do I think Jon Jones is going to go against next? It should be, he should go against Dan Henderson. He will not fight until next year. Jon Jones won't have a fight until the beginning of next year sometime. That will give ample time for Dan Henderson to heal up and do what he needs to do. And I think he should go against, he should go against Dan Henderson, because Dan Henderson was the one who was supposed to fight him, and he got injured. His knee got injured. Who do I think he's going to go against? I think he's going to go against Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen, great talker, can sell a fight in his sleep. And the UFC wants to make as much money off of the pay-per-view views as they possibly can, buys as they can. And I just see Chael is going to push it. Chael is willing to take risks to actually get to where he needs to get to. Dan Henderson, yes, he has that one-hit power. He can knock you out. He has great wrestling skills. Definitely good good defense. But Chael is just a better sell. The guy's been talking about Jon Jones left and right, saying that you don't want to take my fight, this and that and the other. The other fight that I would love to see is Anderson Silva, but we know that fight's not going to happen. Silva is going against Bonner in this fight coming up in Rio. And then you have the GSP and Anderson Silva fight. Both of those guys want to fight each other. GSP just has to get past Condit. And I just really, the time is really now for that super fight between those two guys. It's a little bit closer than the Jon Jones fight. Plus, Jon Jones doesn't want to fight Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva doesn't want to fight Jon Jones. They believe they have too much at risk, financially wise and legacy wise. They don't want to touch each other's pocketbooks or their chance to get in the Hall of Fame, even though Anderson Silva is already in the Hall of Fame, in my book, for the UFC. And I would think the UFC too, because he really is the greatest champion that they have. Jon Jones is getting there. GSP, has consistently, but he hasn't fought in almost, I think, 2 years, a year, or something like that. It's been a long layoff for him. I would be very interested to see how he's going to be when he comes back. But that's my view on the Jon Jones debacle as far as who is he going to fight next, who should he fight next, and who I would like to see. So what do you guys think? Who do you think that Jon Jones should go against next? Who do you think he is going to go against next? And would you guys definitely be interested in the Jon Jones Anderson Silva fight? Once again, guys, thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you guys on the predictions of UFC 153.